Happy Friday, you suckers. Time for the Inky Mann show. That's my shit.
I'm not afraid. You will be. You will be.
You bet your ass! Hey, you suckers! We continue our conversation with rapper and filmmaker Cesar Cipher. Take it away, loves.
The shots you need, style that I do right now.
So then if you had a larger crew, then you would have people who are specialized in knowing. So then that would make sense with like the director of photography, the director of this and all that. These people are playing parts that make it easier for you to put a project together. Because right now you're wearing all the hats, right?
Yeah, yes and no. We pass the hats around. I'm definitely the director, and Gambo is crushing it for me as the cinematographer. Like, I tell him what he needs, and he gets it for me, and it looks fucking beautiful when he's done with it. And then I'm doing all the editing myself. Blaze is doing the sound. So we're all wearing different hats. There's times where I'm on camera. Obviously, I can't direct myself. Like, I don't know how some of these actors do it when they're like the star of the movie and also the director. I would shoot myself in the head trying to do that, man, because honestly, the character that I'm playing is like the sixth lead. So he's like in the scene, but not in the scene most of the time. Every now and then I'll say something and now the camera's on me. But for the most part, I'm working with them and the camera's on the main leads. The three leads that I have are doing most of the talking. So I can be behind the camera. And now Gambo is actually the fifth lead. He's on the team now as well because we had an actor drop out. So now you got the director and the cinematographer both as one of the main characters. So when we're both on the screen, now we need somebody else to put on our hats and do what we need them to do. But I got an awesome team, man. It's funny that you said a bigger budget and more people there would make things go easier. I'm sure there's a way that these big budget Hollywood movies get it done better that way. But if I'm being totally honest, bro, here on the Inky Mann show, if I had more people and more things to worry about, I feel like it would take me longer. Let me tell you a story. I'm into like the behind the scenes and all that shit about big budget movies, right? So you've seen the movie Scream, right? Scream 1. The whole ending, when Stu and Billy reveal themselves and they have the party where they kill everybody, not the whole party, but just the ending, the reveal with the stabbing and everything when the shit goes down, that took them 2 weeks to shoot that. And it's like 10, maybe 12 minutes of screen time. To be honest with you, bro, me and my crew could have got that done in a couple days. You know what I mean? Because we're just a tight-knit crew and we'll just get in, get out, do what we got to do. Maybe it wouldn't have looked that good, you know what I mean? But we would have got the same idea across on the independent level in half the time or less. You know what I mean? So now if you're bringing in like cranes and like, you know, special vehicles, special drivers, you got a weapons specialist, you got a sound specialist, he's got to set up his mix board. All of that will take longer to set up than the time that it takes us to get in there, set up, shoot the shot, make sure it's good, and get out. The $1 million is more time than that just to set up. But when you're getting paid to do it full time, that's not a problem. I wish I could work on my show for 40 hours a week, but unfortunately, I got to take my happy ass to work. I love my job. I'm not going to lie, but it's not my number one choice. You know what I'm saying? I manage a dispensary, so you know I can't really complain. Like, I got a cool job, but I could have a cooler job. You know, for my talents, and that's the real goal.
Okay, so then having the bigger budgets is really just, I mean, it's a way to, I guess, make it look more professional, but in a sense, it's kind of a waste of money.
No, I wouldn't say a waste of money. I mean, to be honest, I keep track of movie budgets and shit too, right? So you got these Marvel movies that are spending like $250 million, $300 million just to make the movie, and they're doing the whole thing at a soundstage. So most of the shit you see is CG, and that's probably where most of the money goes, right? Then you have movies like Joker, that was $50 million and made $1.2 billion.
Happy Friday, you suckers. Now get ready for the Inky Mann show.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the most electrifying, the most entertaining, and the downright most incredible channel on YouTube, the Inky Mann channel, where motivation meets gluttony, where Vegas meets victory, and where your love for the Patriots meets its match. Don't miss out on the fun, the food, and the fanaticism, because life is too short not to laugh along with Inky Mann. Subscribe now to the Inky Mann Show channel.
Y'all better give us some of this pimping.
Let the audience know, what is Renegade about? What is the story with Renegade?
So I'm glad we had to redo this because I feel like I said so much about it last time that I lost you. I'm gonna keep it simple. So it's about a team where everybody has their own respective specialty, all right? And they get recruited by this mystery guy to basically, because he sees potential in them. They're all loners, basically. They've all had some kind of loss. There's a lot of backstory. They're all loners. They don't work well with people. But this mystery guy sees the potential in each and every one of them and seems to think that they will work a lot better together. And he finds a way to put them together. And the reason why it's called Renegades is because the definition of a renegade, I looked it up, is basically someone who has a title but performs their duties outside of that title and paves their own way. You know what I mean? So they're out there renegading it. They're out there not following the norms of what they're supposed to do, but they're doing their job their way, right? So that's what these team members all are. But they get put together. They have to learn how to work together. But they go after these top tier, high level threats. The villains that they're after aren't your everyday street villains. Like, these are like terrorists, like people that literally want to take over the world. Damn near super villains without powers. So the people that they're after are also renegades. So it's just a chessboard of these crazy characters all trying to one up and top each other all the time. It's a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of crazy action in it. I wrote it. Yeah, I wrote the whole thing. I created it based off of the people that I wanted to. Based off of the people I wanted to be in it. Because I'm not a dentist. I'm not going to pull teeth. You know what I mean? So instead of sitting here approaching, hey, do you want to be in a show? Hey, do you want to be in a show? What I did was I put it out there. Said, I want to do a new show. Who wants to do it with me? And I have a track record already with Queenpin. People know that I'm not playing. If I say I want to do a show, I'm going to do a show. And the question is, Are you going to be in it or not? So a few of the same people hit me back, like Gemini. You know, she was one of the first, and I was like, hell yes, come on. Then I put some other new people in it. You know, a lot of people hit me on that. I would say about 10 people hit me up, and that's my core 10 right there, because I put them after. I gave everybody like a week to get at me. They were the only 10 that really jumped on it. So I put them all in a group, and I hit them with 3 ideas, and I was like, these are the 3 ideas that I have. Which one y'all like? And they all picked Renegades, hands down. It was unanimous. Not one person said, I want this other one instead. Everyone picked Renegades, so that was the one. I just didn't have the characters or the story or none of that. I was like, I have this premise idea. What y'all think? Okay. Now that I know who wants to be in it, now I can start tailoring these parts to these people that, you know, none of us, like I said, none of us are trained actors, but I know how to play to people's strengths. So I'm like, okay, if I put this guy here, then I can write him this way and he's going to crush it. And that's exactly what's happening. Everybody in their position is tailored to their personality and they're killing it. But they're still acting, because it's not, I casted Vadio as Detective Hudson. He's Vadio, but he's not Vadio. He's Detective Hudson when the camera's on. And everyone's doing a great job. And I salute if they see this, man, you know, no budget soldiers, what's up? We killing this thing.
Welcome to the Inky Mann podcast, a place where inspiration meets the seductive worlds of gastronomic exploration and flashing Las Vegas lights. Your host, Inky Mann, will take you on a tour around the vibrant streets of Vegas while providing you with a delightful fusion of culinary delights, motivation, and insight. Whether you're craving insider information on the greatest eateries in the area or you're searching for inspiration to help you reach your goals, the Inky Mann podcast is your go-to source for everything positive, Las Vegas approved and foodie approved. So grab a seat, hit play, and let's explore Inky Mann's dynamic fusion of culinary adventures and inspiration.
Time's up. Watch the full interview on Spotify, the Inky Mann Show podcast. Tune in next Monday for some more of your friendly neighborhood Inky Mann. See you next week, you suckers.